We are up. We are up. A couple minutes off, but hey, we made it. Pick that hair. Come on. Get your hair together. Come on. Oh man, you know what I forgot? I forgot to set up the black signal. I knew I was rushing. I need to learn how to take my time. Take your time, brother Hatim. Take your time sometime. I'll be trying to get up here to get on time. Be on time. We got Cleve on standby just in case. Just in case. Y'all know how it goes down. Getting ready. I'm looking forward to the adventure today. Got to get over here and serve my babies. All of them. So, as y'all know, I had to take a day off. Can't blame it on the water, because the water, some other shit going on around the crib. So, Sasha was sick. She laying up in the bed with us, so it's a possibility I might have had a bout of what she had. But hey, you know how we do it. I took a cold shower last night, man. I almost couldn't get out the shower. I was like, oh my God, I'm fucked up. But that's life. Let's see if we streaming. The chat is up. Chat is up. Okay. Come on, dashboard. Something told me I should have sent this out. For those that's in Columbus, there's some pretty snow out there. I'm talking about a lot of snow. I mean, when I went to bed, it was no snow. You going to school today, Sasha Marsh?
Yes, you are.
Girl, you ain't even got a temperature no more. Come on now. Don't even got a temperature no more. This girl talking about she ain't going to school.
I am.
Waiting for the dashboard to come up so I can make sure that we get the people. But if while we waiting, let's go and do the. Okay, Sasha. I ain't about to argue with you. All right. Why you up then? I mean, you up moving around.
'Cause I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, you go to school when you got your appetite back. All right, so family, as you know, I want to welcome you to the Congregation of Mighty, where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Thank you for being up, Anime. I ain't gonna say always on, but she do a pretty good job. This is Heart of Simple Production, and this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up all your old paradigms.
Mr. Diddy.
Drink your water. Come on. Drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Drink. Now grab your glass and get some water. Grab your bottle of that water. Twist that cap off that water. Lift and pour your water. Drink. Or should we say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Drink. Or should we say, move, then drink. Check this. Now, lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Now lift your glass and toast your ancestors. Family, lift your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Breathe, live, move, toast. Y'all check it out, family. Listen. Take your breath. Lift and pull. Toast your ancestors. Break down. Drink it with me, y'all. Come on. Look like we halfway. Drink, 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 drink. What? 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 Drink, 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 drink. What? 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 Drink your water. Drink your water. Wasn't able to finish the whole thing before, but I'm going to finish this glass of water, family. And let me send out this black signal. Get the family online. Join us now. We are live. Oh, my goodness. I got to figure out a way where I could do all of this. Select database. Daily Toast, of course. Come on. Oh, so they ain't gonna let my database pop up? That is some bull shit. What kind of madness is this? This is Sparta. What kind of shit is that? I'm trying to send out the black signal, get the people out. But we had a very good show last night. Brother Shaka called in and joined us. You know, it was good. It was good. And we got an opportunity to look at the Black Agenda that was put out by Yvette Cornell and Tone Talks at ADOS 101. And I don't know what's going on, but Daily Toast time. Call. Daily Toast time. I need to check my text messages because something look like it's going on. Anybody know what's going on? Heavy trafficking, more slower, up to 8 minutes delay. Daily Toast time. Clee, can you go pour that water on in my coffee, please?
Yeah.
Please, sir, I greatly appreciate you. It's great having a son that's able to handle business and step in like he stepped in yesterday. I will never, ever forget that. Even though sometimes, you know, I mean, and being a parent is crazy because sometimes you see your kids doing some shit that you would have done and you'd be like, why? But you know why. You know, or they give you, like, Gina, my sister called me the other day, Cause well, actually, I see my sister and my daughter Gina spent the night with her. And Gina listened to me. Me and my sister grew up. My sister used to make me so mad. Oh, my sister used to just make so it's like I escaped Tylese and gave birth to her ass. You know, it's incredible. So Gina do shit, and just like my sister, you ask her why, and she'll give you this look and won't say shit. Tylese used to do that shit, and it would irritate. Why you just sit there and be like, oh my God, Ty, you better say something, because we both about to get our ass whooped. Come on now. You know we fucking with a Leo. Come on. And she believe in teamwork. And you know what I'm saying? We live together, we die together. You better say something. But oh my God. And my daughter does that shit. I'd be like, Gina, why you do that? Like she trying to hypnotize you or some shit like that. Daily Toast, grab your glass and meet us at the digital, I love this one, Crossroads. No, digital crosswords. We ain't got a capital yet. I mean, I guess with Gye-Nyame we kind of do have a capital. Digital. How you spell digital? D-I-G-T. G-I Rose. You can I'm gonna put up the YouTube URL. Let's do YouTube. We're gonna do YouTube. We're gonna add YouTube on to the end of that URL. Where's that? Did it pop up? God damn it. Excuse my language, family. DT 220 19-3. You hear Sasha up there doing that fake ass call?
Yeah.
Daily Toast time. Daily Toast time. And meet us at the digital crossroads. Daily Toast, grab your glass, meet us at digital crossroads. Now, let me check my message. Okay. No black signal. I'm getting it. What's up? Somebody Shuddy represent last night. Couldn't understand what was being said. No school today. Oh shit. Hold on. Let me change that message. What? Daily Toast and talk. Are you sure? Stop playing with me, Kwame. It's just a little bit of snow out there.
Hey, it's 31 degrees with 10 mile per hour snow. 10 mile per hour wind.
Nigga, that ain't no snow.
It's snowing. Mommy, where's your phone?
Daily Toast and talk. Looking like we're gonna be able to talk. Grab your glass. Grab your glass. And meet us on the digital crossroads. Call in lines may be open. 614-556-4535. All right. God damn, I keep putting it in the wrong place. Oh my God. It's a rough morning, family. I think I'm suffering water sickness or something. Cause y'all know I am a Pisces. follow us on YouTube. And I apologize to everybody about what happened last night. I don't know what's going on with the signal. Daily Toast and Talk. Grab.
Let me change that to Daily Toast.
Is
You might
this-
have school today.
Huh?
You might have school.
Why you say that?
Because mommy I can't check on mommy because she got like 8 voice messages. And I ain't about to go through all those.
Well, I mean, check the thing and see what they say. But Kwame don't play like that. So, but there's always a first time for everything. All right, boom. Lines may be open.
Wouldn't they send you a text message?
I got a text message, but I can't check my text messages because I'm on.
I know.
I'm doing my show right now. So let's. All right. So I'm gonna open up the lines just in case. But if Miss Charlotte don't have school, we don't have school. So let's go and open up.
Oh, my ears.
Students calls, Daily Toast. That was too quick, too many. Call in. Let's do here. All right, so here we go, fam. Let's go and get this water done. We gotta get this water done. Where is my damn Uber conference? This is too much. I don't know what's going on right now. All right. So I'll check on the schools. If there's no school, we will, of course, do our toast and talk as we usually do on these days. We can continue talking the Black Agenda. We can also, how was the signal this morning? We get a call to let us know where there was no school. Okay. I don't, Brother Kwame, I mean, I don't know what happened to the signal, but you know, if we got time today, I'm going to do this toast real quick. Now, I'm going to do the toast in a regular time. And then what I'm going to do is check and see if there's any school. And then I will open up the lines. But Brother Kwame says no school, so I'm gonna trust Brother Kwame. And there's no school. So we will be opening lines after we finish our toast. But of course, I got to finish my water. So for those that missed it last night, what I'm going to do is run through the Black Agenda. I'm going to read the conversation. Hopefully we got a better reception, right? And then we'll get into the toast. And then after that, we'll do the discussion, if that's cool with the family. So hopefully you did get your black signal. So here we go. The folktale from last night, for those that missed it, because actually we need to do two. There's another one that we could also do this morning as well. The hares oppressed by their own exceeding timidity. They wasn't oppressed by anything else. They was oppressed by their timidity and weary of the perpetual alarm to which they were exposed. Damn, I kind of feel that shit. With one accord determined to put an end to themselves and their troubles by jumping from a lofty precipice into a dark lake below. As they scampered off in large numbers to carry out their resolve, the frogs lying on the bank of the lake heard the noise of their feet and rushed helter-skelter to the deep waters for safety. On seeing the rapid disappearance of the frogs, one of the hares cried out to his companions, "Stay, my friend. Do not do as you intend. For you now see that there are creatures who are still more timid than ourselves." That was the folktale from last night. For those that missed it, because I want to make sure that everybody in our timeline get this. And also, this can be a discussion piece at the marketplace, at the mall, G&J Mall, on Kaumba, for those that would be interested in carrying on the discussion, because we really need to start talking black agenda, having black agenda on our mind everywhere we go, in every decision. In schools, we need to be talking about black agenda. You know what I'm saying? At school board meetings, we need to be talking about the black agenda. In political meetings, we need to be talking about black agenda. In economic meetings, we need to be talking about the black agenda. You know what I'm saying? And even if we don't agree with this side, we have the brain power in each city where Gye-Nyame journey is, in each city, period, that we can sit down and we can start having discussions about the black agenda and what it is and what it should, because when it comes to voting and it comes to us doing business as groups, now as individuals, we do it as individuals, but a lot of times what start to happen is as you start getting a group consciousness, you start working as a group. Did you pour that water in the coffee for me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Did you stir it up?
Nope.
Okay. I mean, you don't know. I ain't going to blame you this time. You don't know. All right. And so we have to start discussing the black agenda all the time. So here we go. As a specific group with specific justice claims, let me put on the chat so that I can see. Oh, I can't put on the chat and watch the chat. You got your black signal. Cool. All right, so it's working. As a specific group with specific justice claims, the ADOS movement demands a specific agenda with policy prescriptions that address the losses stemming from the institution of slavery, Jim Crow, redlining, convict leasing, mass incarceration, and immigration. We demand a new deal for the black America, which includes but is not limited to. Now let me say that again, because we're going to give people, because we already know we got people rushing in and already hating on this ADOS movement. And the reason that I am stoked, I am inspired, I am hyped about this movement, because first off, we got young folks out here chomping up the data. We got young folks for the first time in a long time screaming about online. It ain't like it used to be. It's online, screaming loud online about ADOS. Put it down right there. Bring my cup over there. Screaming about my coffee cup. Screaming about ADOS. Now a lot of people don't agree with. Could you get me? I need the coconut oil. Sister, one of the sisters showed on Gye-Nyame Journey some shea butter, cooking shea butter. I want to try that shit. All right. So, but we got young people screaming about our agenda. I haven't heard that in a long time. And it makes me feel good that there's young people involved, and then you got older people like myself like, man, fuck this. I'm going to support this because it's a beautiful thing. We demand a new deal for black America, which includes but is not limited to we need set-asides for American descendants of slavery, except white men. That categorization has allowed Democrats to use programs like affirmative actions as giveaways to all groups in exchange for votes. The bribery must end. That begins with a new designation on the census with ADOS and another for black immigrants. Black immigrants should be barred from assessing affirmative action and other set-asides intended for ADOS, as should Asians, Latinos, groups. That's what I'm hearing. In addition, ADOS hiring and employment data must be demanded for all businesses receiving tax credits, incentives, and government support, as well as the governmental agencies, national, state, and local. It is our belief that this will show that there are minimal in any ADOS professionals in fields including but not limited to engineering, medical, legal, and tech. Once affirmative action is streamlined as a government program only and specifically for ADOS, the program should be fully reinstituted. We have to understand that the affirmative actions pieces that came up out the civil rights movement have been hijacked. There's no denying this. And we need to go on and make sure that we are able to resurrect it and bring it back to life for our children, because it was designed originally to bring justice to ADOS. The Supreme Court decided wrongly when it gutted the Voting Rights Act. As the Atlanta Journal-Constitution article, "It's time to solve the mystery of the 100,000 mystery votes," indicates. The protection outlined in the Voting Rights Acts are essential to protecting the rights of ADOS in America. Reinstituting the protection of the Voting Rights Act is a key part of our agenda. Now, on the agenda, on the black agenda is ADOS101.com. They have links for each one of these. So I would suggest that people go through each link. Do your research. Let me know how you feel. We'll talk about it after we get done with with our toast. Black businesses only receive 1.7% of business of the 23.09 billion in total SBA loans under President Obama's SBA, Small Business Administration. Have you looked it up, Clee? After having previously received 8.2% under President George W. Bush. Succeeding as an entrepreneur requires capital, so our agenda demands that 15% of the SBA loans be distributed to ADOS businesses. That sounds fair. We seek a multi-billion-dollar infrastructure plan targeted to ADOS communities, including but not limited to the Black Belt, Flint, Michigan. Aruta's examination published. Media know-how. Okay, there should be something coming. Aruta's examination published in 2016 found 3,000 cities with poisoning rates higher than Flint. Can you believe that? 3,000 cities. 3,000 cities. Massive carpet. Well, let me take a little sip. Hold on. Columbus Public. Mass incarceration has wreaked havoc on black American families. By some accounts, there are literally more black males in prison than all women are incarcerated on the planet. To give context, there are 20 million black males, and they are largely descended from slavery, while there are 4 billion women globally, both groups producing the same number of incarcerated. The reinvention of slavery through the use of the 13th Amendment is chronicled by Douglas Blackman in his PBS documentary Slavery by Another Name. It is our position this must be corrected. We demand an immediate assessment of the numbers of ADOS prison populations at the state and federal level. We also demand that there be a review if punishment, which includes bail amounts, sentence lengths, amounts of time served before parole, is being levied at unfairly high levels on ADOS based on gender and race for similar crimes to other groups. We demand that there be a real prison reform in the form of investment into counseling, job training, and rehabilitation for our incarcerated. Residents of majority ADOS areas that have been poisoned under the federal, local, and state governments watch, such as not only Flint, Michigan, but Denmark, South Carolina, and others, must be financially compensated for the benign neglect of the Environmental Protection Agency and the government in general. The Justice Department must also institute protections which exact heavy fines and federal criminal prosecution for future offenders. Let me check if there's any chats going on. All right.
See Columbus Public.
All right, then that means we on our way. For future benign neglect, institute protections which exact heavy fines and federal criminal prosecution for future offenders. Now remember, a lot of these plants and stuff like that, plastic plants, chemical plants, a lot of these plants are placed in poor, what they call poor neighborhoods, which in many cases is our neighborhoods. Former President Ronald Reagan committed to strengthening the capacity of historically black colleges and universities to provide quality education. In Executive Order 12320, President Obama undermined that commitment with changes to the PLUS loan requirements. We call for legislation to triple the current HBCUs. Schools like Georgetown, built by slaves, have an endowment of over $1 billion. This is a transfer of wealth from ADOS to whites, especially, when we got a university named Brown. And I'm thinking about getting Cleveland to Brown for free. Just joking. But, it's kind of suspicious. Our agenda demands that the federal government fully endow our remaining HBCUs in the dollar amount that meets the budgetary needs of each institution. In addition, ADOS students who attend HBCUs should receive a discount in the form of 75% tax credit, given that our inability to pay the rising cost of education is directly tied to the racial wealth gap coming from slavery. ADOS who chose schools outside the HBCU network should receive a 50% government-funded credit. Findings published in the U.S. Today conclude that the top universities graduate ADOS in tech, but those graduates can't find jobs in Silicon Valley. Only 2% of technology workers at 7 Silicon Valley companies are black, according to the report, and many of those are black immigrants, not ADOS. And according to a study by Rutgers professor Hal Salzman, American colleges graduate more tech workers than tech companies need. Hence, the H-1B program reduces the opportunity for ADOS searching for careers in technology. The government must strictly limit the number of H-1B visa workers tech companies that flow in each year. Audit the banks to see if there are patterns of racial discrimination in lending and require these banks to extend loans to ADOS businesses. These banks receive bailout from taxpayers and owe a debt to all taxpayers, regardless of race. In addition, banks such as Wells Fargo use predatory schemes historically, not just during the Great Recession, to eviscerate black wealth. Eviscerate. That's a nice word, but it does something bad. Eviscerate. Lending to black businesses and institutions would be a beginning for banks to redress the harm they've caused to ADOS communities. Mandate that government advertising budgets include black media, like Gye-Nyame Journey Media. There is no ADOS community without our own media. Incentives through legislative action that all major companies spend 10% of their advertising budget with ADOS media in exchange for tax credits. In addition, mandate that 10% of the government advertising for government agencies, armed forces, and other ancillary programs go to majority ADOS-owned media companies. ADOS college debt should be forgiven in the same way losses were forgiven for banks on Wall Street. Those executives oversaw the evaporation of billions in global wealth. ADOS graduates bought into the idea that the key to success in life was an education, and there was a place for us in America, only to find after graduation that we were locked out. We can't afford to bear the burden of a lie. A health care credit to pay for medical coverage for all ADOS. This would cover surgery, pharmaceuticals, and counseling needs. As an example, we would like to see a lineage therapy whereby ADOS leadership, in cooperation with licensed therapists and psychiatrists, develop a therapy curriculum to help members of the ADOS understand and manage their ancestral traumas. This therapy should come at no cost to aid the ADOS community. I think we kind of do some lineage therapy here, don't we? America has never atoned for its original sin of slavery in the form of reparation. It is our position that the H.R. 40 be passed and additional supportive measures implemented. We need to gather the data on the level of wealth that was lost as a direct result of slavery and the era of Jim Crow that followed. In the paper, 40 Acres and a Mule in the 21st Century, hold on, let me click on that, of Duke University, assessed the value today. But I'm going to click on 40 Acres and a Mule. I thought so. They took me to the PDF. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to buy that PDF. Conservative estimate the total number of ex-slaves who had attained emancipation at the close of the Civil War as 4 million persons. 40 million acres of land valued at $400 million should have been distributed to the ex-slaves in 1865. Some of that was, but then they came back and took it back. After Reconstruction failed. Okay, how you know? The present value of that sum of money compounded from 1865 is 6%, 5% for interest earned, and 1% as an inflation adjustment would amount to more than 1.3 trillion. If there are approximate slave Africans in the United States today, the estimate based on 40 acres yield an allocation of slightly more than $400,000 per recipient. ADOS demands that there be real review of direct payouts needed to be made to eligible recipients from gathered data and progress be made towards making ADOS family whole. Without these measures being instituted, ADOS are locked out of the country of that our ancestors built during chattel slavery. Without reform through transforming the government, we will be left to continue living a third world life in a first world country. Cow. There you go right there, family. There you go right there. A piece of the Black Agenda. What do you think? Can you plug it into the folk tale? I will open up the lines. I still got to finish this water. And then we're going to hit this toast. And then we off and popping. So there's no school. So I'm going to open up the phone lines as soon as I get done toasting our ancestors. But I got to finish this water first. And it's such a daunting task. Mm-mm.
Where is she?
Where
Mommy?
Down the basement. Y'all see, I got very little left, but the fermenting has started. The fermenting has started, family. The fermenting has started as we speak right now, and I got several orders that I have to fulfill. And what I'm going to do is also create on a black signal type format. I am going to collect names of people and people that want to know when that ambrosia is ready. I'll be sending it out. And also, you also know that monthly, because I'm gonna adjust my timing for how I brew, that monthly I will be making ambrosia available at our market. Right? So remember, it's gonna be some vegetables there. We Urban Gems have confirmed. So you come get you some fresh greens, some herbs. We got a herb tea lady that's gonna be there. Man, we got some food. It's gonna be some vegan food, and we're gonna for the movies. We're gonna have the hot dogs. We're gonna have a full concession stand. We're gonna be giving out prizes. We're gonna have a cooking demonstration with Sister CeeLo on the African Heritage Diet. Man, I am so excited, and I'm looking so forward to seeing many of y'all faces in the place. But first, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose, call it Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator and we say Ashe. What we gonna do now? From there, family, what we gonna do? We gonna call on our ancestors. Miles Brown, Mazan, Robert the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown, C, and Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Jenny Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twigs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flora, Montague Pittman L, No More Exit, Pet Mile, Ron Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Actor Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy right there, Gary Pulley, the Luxor brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Bronson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, James Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend J. Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosa Sue, Cheryl Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammond, Sherelle Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankston, Mary Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kidd, Rainier Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Cleveland. Okay. Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Dorita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Daniel Jones, Henry Royal, James Farmer, Mae Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amitep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank and Russell Davis, Fred Douglas, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donna, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilumon Aries, Jean and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Paris, Elder Basiji, Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scannelberry, Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gassett, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, Uncle, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Boots, Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry Tubman Cates, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erleton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Baba Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazrin Coper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon, and on to the next book. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Libretta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown. We have Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher. We got Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Chang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin. We lift up our glass to all of those ancestors. Anybody want to put their ancestors on the list? You could inbox us on Facebook, Gye-Nyame Journey Media, Black Signal, and let me know. You can text us at 25456, 25456. Text G and J to 25456, and you could be put on the Black Signal. And once you're on the Black Signal, all you got to do is text me, and I'll get your ancestors' names. So we lift up and we salute our ancestors, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? From there, we move to the present moment. Right now, family, we are in Ujima. Today is Ujima. We all those born on Ujima Day. This is the day of collective work and responsibility. So I'm asking everybody to open up their eyes and seek out Ujima. Activate your reticular formation so that you can start looking and noticing examples of collective work and responsibility in our community, because it's popping off, family. We can't see it, you know what I'm saying, because we have been programmed not to see it, but it's happening. I'm here to tell you. So where are the examples of collective work and responsibility? Now, on the other end, the demonic principle of the day is righteousness. Righteousness. The M7 of the day is respect. The color is blue. Vibration is the Hermetic law. The male name for those born on today is Kwaku. The female name is Akua. Do we got any? We need some Kwakus and Akuas on the team, family. This is collective work and responsibility. So we got Kwojo in the family. I don't know if we got any Ajuas in the family. We definitely got Kwabanas and Albinas in the family. We need some Kwakus and some Akuas. We need some Yals and Yas. We need some we got Afua. We need a Kofi. We got Kwame and Ama. We got Kwesi. I don't know if we got a Kasua. But we missing a lot of, we need at least, according to this list, we got about 14 different names that we need on our team. Which one you fit up under? We lift up our glass to salute the now, family. We got to always remember that we are in the now, and in the now is our power. And we can't let that power go, right? By talking about I'm going to wait for tomorrow, I'm going to be moaning about the past. You know what I'm saying? In the now is your power, family. Get out and get it. We lift up our glass, we salute, and we say, Ashe. From there we move to our children. We salute our children, our children's children on to infinity. We toast them in advance because we're going to do the work. We're going to put the work in to make sure that they have a world worth coming into. And family, since we are generational people, we know that we got to do our family right so that we can make sure that when we come back, generational, when we come back to a better situation, right? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, where do we go? From there, family, we move to all of our relations. We toast and we say Ashe. From there, you know where we go? From there, you know where we go. Do you really? From there, we move to the personal libation, family. We toast you. We toast you. What is it that you need this morning? We say Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most powerful, the most balanced, the most beautiful, most uplifting, inspiring individual in the room. And that's you. Lift my glass to you, and we say Ashe. Where is that? See, my kids been on my table. Yeah, they heard you. I mean, they're commenting right now. They heard everything you said. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And now we get the conversation popping. I'm going to open up the lines. We're going to play a little bit of music to give you some time to settle in. I'm going to drink that ambrosia concentrated. Yeah. So I'm opening up the lines right now. We can talk about the Black Agenda. We can talk about the folktale from last night. We actually were supposed to cover 2 folktales, so if we need to, we can move on to another folktale as well. Just letting y'all know we up and live. Also, if you get has anybody had an opportunity to check out the newsletter, the sample newsletter that I put together? I want it's on our timeline as well as my timeline. So I want to make sure that people are able to do that. We're able to check it out. Let me see. I want to see if I'm missing any messages. Nope, I'm not missing any messages. But shit, hell, on my timeline, it's the second one down. Well, that might not be. But if you go to me, you can see the timeline, the newsletter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to post it in the timeline so people can't give me no excuse. Oh, Brother Hadil, I couldn't find it, man. Like, man, stop playing with me. So let me go and post this up in the text. Okay, there we go. Post this up in the text right there. Paste. Bow. You gonna click on it. Gonna let me know what you think. Let's see. So also let me go and post it up. And let me refresh this screen. Post it up there. So what do you think about this Black Agenda? Lines are open. I know some of y'all still sleep. A lot of people like they heard there was no school. They rolled right back over. The war rolled right back over. So I'm gonna post this up in here so that those that might want to get it can check it out. Let me know what you think. All right. Uber conference line is open. And if nobody gonna call in, then I'm gonna work on this. I got some more texts I need to send out, far as getting people ready for what we got popping off this weekend. I can't wait. Leave site, change made, not all right. Cancel. What is that? Restream chat. So we are up. Let's play a tune. First commercial.
am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. I pledge to find and connect with my center. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warrior and to assist all those seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, to teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. That is the Gye-Nyame pledge that is said by all of our true members at least once a day. Peace and welcome to our YouTube channel. Check out our videos and podcasts. Subscribe as well as join the journey. Push past your self-imposed limitations within the Gye-Nyame journey. Peace.
Sister Navita up on the line. So I was about to play another song, but I know you got to get to your place of employment. What's going on, Sister Navita? You said what? Hello? Check 1, check 2. Okay.
Okay. Well, I was just calling. One thing is, last night for whatever reason, I was trying to watch the show last night. It kept buffering and buffering. I don't know if it was my computer or if it was something going on with your stream. Did anybody else seem to have that issue?
Oh man, everybody had the issue. Sekhmet, she was the first one to send in about that, and Kwame was complaining about it this morning. So I kind of went over the Black Agenda this morning, the thing that I talked about, as well as read the story. So those that want to recreate the show, we could go on and pop it off this morning. You know what I'm saying? There was issues with the signal last night, and actually I'm gonna have Clee go downstairs, and well, actually after this show, I'm gonna have Clee go downstairs and check the Wi-Fi. But I guess even whenever you having a problem with the show, regardless of what is on, it's always cool to call in and just let me know you just listening in, because I think with the calls, we have a better opportunity to, you can, it's a little bit clearer than rather than the streaming piece. Or Spreaker's always a good selection, but Spreaker was buffering too last night. Actually, Spreaker's buffering this morning. I haven't even experienced this yet. So what I have to do is I have to go and expand my, I got to get a computer. I'm about to get a new mic. I'm about to get 2 new mics, actually. And we're going to start really building us a media piece. And I can't wait till we run into the young people or the old person that's able to do a documentary. Because that's going to be one of the steps that we're going to do. Since everybody putting out these documentaries, Gye-Nyame Journey needs to put out a documentary. Just a matter of what angle we want to hit from. Or even, one of my goals is to do a conscious soap opera. I want to do that so damn bad. All the drama
well, we can do that. We could do it. We could do it.
Because there's so much drama and so many stories going on in the conscious community. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Days of our lives ain't got shit on the conscious community. I'm just trying to let y'all know. We outdo Dallas and all them old shows where motherfuckers be wearing.
They got a new one out now. I think it's called Greenleaf. I think that's a black soap opera.
Right. Ain't got shit on us. And then in each show we can have a message. Whether it's dealing with the Black Agenda or dealing with Black life or some type of struggle as far as relationships. I mean, so much stuff just in the conscious community that we could create a whole show around. And what's even deeper about it, with the whole Spreaker technology, or just do a sit down and write, and then and just bring it to life with voice, because I know that it can work. Because Tom Joyner used to do it. I don't know if anybody remember back in the day, Tom Joyner had that soap opera that they used to play every morning. I got mad when they took that
You
shit
know
off.
what? I remember that back in the day. Mm-hmm.
And I think right now with the podcasting technology, I think, and with the popularity of podcasting, that's something that we could do. But we could also do the actual video piece too. But what I'm saying is that if we got talented writers, we can get the story across either way. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm a talented writer.
I ain't nobody questioning your credentials, lady. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying. I'm just giving you some information. I could be of assistance on that project. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Shit. I mean, and then also, have you had an opportunity to look at the newsletter? Stop hating.
And it's on the. You said you were going to post it up on your timeline. This morning you said that.
Right. Which one? Which timeline? What are you listening through?
I'm listening through. I don't know.
Damn.
I'm on my phone. Downstairs, you're on my YouTube, but I think let me see what you're on my phone. I'm listening on YouTube.
Okay, I just posted it up. I posted a link up, and it's also on Gye-Nyame Journey timeline. I mean, and it's in a flip book format, but those that want it, I could download it as a PDF and send it out. But also, the piece is, I just want people to see what we can do with the technology, with the little bit of technology that we have, because it's not even hard. What I did was basically took posts off of our timeline and added some commentary to each one. So I mean, it's not even that hard. It's not even that hard. And then on top of that,
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Oh yeah, and when you start seeing the flip pages, it's gonna blow your mind. I ain't gonna say blow your mind, but you know what I'm saying. It has actual flip pages where you're gonna be able to be like, and it makes the page sound when you.
Yeah, I've seen those before.
That's what we had.
Okay.
That's what we had. I'm not playing. See, a lot of people. Because a lot of people out here playing. So you ain't checked the Black Signal, because I sent out one of those ebooks on to talk about the mall just yesterday at 12 noon.
Oh, okay, that's what that was. Okay,
You ain't even know.
I didn't click on the link. I just seen where you said something about the mall. I was at work probably. But yeah. But I'm not good with my messages at all, I'll tell you now. But
that's cool.
I definitely will take a look.
So
I'm trying to put my eyebrows on while I'm getting ready for work, and I'm having a catastrophe. But anyway, also with the G&J Mall coming up, the G&J Entertainment Complex, the mall, all of that. Someone asked me about, and I know you probably don't talk about, that they needed to tell some people, give them a seller for them to come see the movie, because they really didn't think they would be a fan of the movie. And the answer I gave then, I kind of want to change that a bit, because, I mean, it was a decent answer, but the thing about it is, the reason why, I think what I should have said was, it should be because it's not about you. It's about the community, and coming together and having a discussion with the community and supporting your community. That's good enough reason to me, whether you want to see the movie or not.
I mean, think about how many people really wanted to see School Day. See, because what we're built on, we already built up steam. So a lot of people didn't want. You could take, because I got 3 of those. We did School Days. You know what I'm saying? How many people really wanted to see that? So we already got our audience that's going to come out and support. We know this. But what we're challenging the community to do is for us to start looking at some of these old movies, not just old movies, but even some of the recent ones where we could really have a critical eye and really do some, and really look at some of the symbolism and some of the ideas behind these movies, and start really building upon them, because it's more about us watching it together and being like, boom, I never noticed that. I didn't pick that up in the scene. Boom, like the whole piece when you posted up the picture and you made the comparison to the Statue of Liberty. Never noticed that. Because I'm not a Purge fan. I'm not, those type of movies. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be there because it's a community event, and I'm gonna be able to network. I'm gonna be able to have conversations with people that I usually wouldn't have. You know what I'm saying? That we usually wouldn't have. And then on top of that, we never know where's that.
I mean, there's something to be learned in conversation and takeaways from the movie.
Now, Brother Kwame sent in a shocking question. He says, putting your eyebrows on. What the hell do you mean?
Eyebrows, very many eyebrows, so I gotta fade them on a bit because I plucked them all off as a young lady. I plucked them because Finn was in, and I plucked and plucked till I had such a thin line of hair. Now I don't hardly have any hair growing in on my eyebrows anymore.
So when ladies pluck their eyebrows, there's a possibility that they could pluck them to the point where they won't grow back?
Yeah, about like years, because I was doing it in my 20s up until my 30s. Yeah. Okay. And then you can, I think it's just yanking it out, and finally that follicle is like, I had enough of you.
Right. He said, fuck it, I quit. I'm not coming back. I can't do it no more.
Right. So when the drawn-in look came in style, which I'm not a fan of, but that was right up my alley anyway, because now I just look like I'm trying to follow the trend. When in actuality, it's just I don't have no eyebrows.
I mean, you ain't have to go and tell all your secrets on the Gye-Nyame journey, but we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because you one of those nation builders, and like I said, she's one of the engines behind helping organize this G&J Mall. Because I've been talking about it for about 5 months, and we finally got to a point where it's like, fuck it, let's do it. So we are up to about 17 vendors right now. And like I'm trying to tell y'all, family, is going to be the place. I guess you were pulling them out by the root. Yeah, ladies, once they start doing shit, they take it to an extreme.
Yeah. Yeah, plucking them, using the tweezers,
These young ladies don't know nothing about that.
Also, let me ask y'all a question. I'm not going to name any names of the place just yet, because it may be a breaking story coming soon. But I was contacted by an individual yesterday that sent me a picture. And because we're going to put everything in perspective. February is Black History Month. Mm-hmm. And typically at this place at different times, they pass out different things to their employees to honor whether they did good on sales or happy holidays or the Secretary Day, whatever. So guess what they passed out? And they have the company's sticker on the packages that they that they passed out to their staff, which is 97% black, so I'm told.
What they gave Gucci sweaters?
Kool-Aid packets.
Kool-Aid? Ain't that the...
Kool-Aid packet. Kool-Aid packet.
All right, I mean...
During
go ahead.
Black History Month.
Well, black people and Kool-Aid go way back.
Yeah, but ain't no white man gonna be passing me out no Kool-Aid for Black History Month. You got me fucked up. And this is a big agency, government-ran agency. I'm not gonna give the name just yet, but yeah.
So they pass it out. Grandma used to pluck her beard, and it seemed to grow back. Oh my God, Kwame. Come on, Kwame. That's too much. Goddamn it.
What did Kwame say? Because
he said his grandma used to pluck her beard, and it seemed to grow back thicker and thicker. What's up with that?
You know what, Kwame? I don't know, because I feel you. Because I be plucking my beard, and that shit come back too.
What the
When you get a certain age as a woman, you go through menopause, You grow hair in strange places, damn it.
Oh, okay. I don't know nothing about none of that. None of that. You know what I'm saying? I
You saw it. You seen it before. Don't play. Don't act like you ain't
never seen it. I never seen it. Now you done put it on my mind, so I'm gonna be looking for this shit next time I see you. That's fuck. See, I mean, people don't know this shit until you tell them. A lot. You got to understand that. Nobody really noticed a lot of shit until you be like, damn, I need to go and announce this. And they like, I never even noticed that shit. Now you gonna have me all up on you like, looking for this beard.
Yeah.
You better get you some clippers.
I'll be plucking.
He said, Kwame said, hell, it would seem I don't either. He said he don't notice your beard either.
I bet he don't.
I keep telling y'all,
that'd be a problem.
I'm telling y'all, Kwame faking, man. Nobody be believe me, because Kwame because he say shit that let you know you know something's up. He be like, yo, I was in the meeting and I looked at High Tim, and High Tim looked back at me. How the fuck you know I look back at you, Kwame? How you know?
Right. I know, that's right.
Ponder that. Women walk past, Kwame's eyes be moving along with. I'm not stupid. I can see. I'm a man. I know. Look at that there. You know, come on, man.
Well, but about that's just some of the. My friend said he told the person that was some systematic mental oppression type thing they were trying to do to the people, the black people that work there. And the sticker on it had the name of the entity, and it said, "Make this entity a place where you like to work." Which in his mind was kind of like make America great again.
Yeah. I mean, it's all that. Listen, let's make America, hey, let them do that. We about to get reparations. We pushing towards, they could do all the Kool-Aid jokes. Did you hear, you got to hear that black agenda, man. We got to push for some of this shit. Because, the reason a lot of people are not going to Africa is because they can't afford it. Let's keep it all the way real. Let's keep it all the way. Let's keep it all the way real. You got to save for your whole career and then retire and then move. You can't afford it. There may be a opportunity for multiple people to move to as many countries as they want from doing this, holding people's feet to the fire about this black agenda. We could actually do some nation building on an international level. That's what I mean.
Well, maybe you should redo that show last night, because I couldn't listen to the show last night.
I already read it. Kwame said the Kool-Aid can be the beginning of reparations. I don't drink it, but for the company, I'll take the company,
Right. But I think they really were trying to, he said when he first saw it, he got pissed, and then the way they decided they was going to handle it, he got pissed. So his first inkling was, you know what, I'm about to quit this motherfucker. I ain't got to put up with this. And then he thought about it, and he think that's what they were trying to do.
Yeah, if they 97% black, you know what I'm saying? But then also, it's like I said, I'm not wise enough to know what's on anybody's mind. Somebody somewhere thought that shit was okay. Or really didn't just give a fuck. Niggas, where you gonna go? It's hard times everywhere. Ain't nobody hiring. So why the fuck not? Why not give you Kool-Aid? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Well, I think because you know why? Because I think a lot of times we access people out of emotion without a plan, and we do things like, I'm just gonna quit, fuck this. And then what do? Hire their white friends in.
That's true. That's true.
So I think that, but there may be a pending lawsuit coming forth from this, and I got to get with Kahari, because we might do a segment on the show about it. It will know. I'll know today what they decide they're going to do so they got a meeting today because the CEO had to fly in because of this.
Damn, so is a company that big where they had to fly in the CEO?
This is a big, major government agency, yeah.
A government agency?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We've got some breaking news here. We got CEOs flying. See, that's how I want to get Gye-Nyame. I want it to where we could just go and, you know, one of the ultimate trips that I want to kind of use this money for, help with some of this money. I want to do a train trip with our young people across the country. I want them to travel from shore to shore. Because, trains don't cost that much. And then on top of that, they do. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't.
I took a train to New York. Yes, they do.
How much it cost?
It cost more than the flight I was taking. But I didn't have a flight. I messed around and I couldn't get a flight, so I had to take the train. And it was a little bit more than what my flight cost.
That's because you bought it at the last minute. Anytime you buy anything at the last minute, you're going to have to pay.
Maybe
everybody ain't fly like you and all of a sudden decide on the weekend of that I'm going to New York. Come on, Vita. Listen, we get a train trip across the country damn near for $400 to $600.
Really?
Yes. If you buy that shit in advance. Now, that ain't the sleeping car, but we got to pay extra for the sleeping cars, but we could do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the kids get to see the whole country go by. You got certain coupons, so you get off and do certain things and get right back on the train to continue your trip, and they get to see the Pacific Ocean, and then we take them all the way to New York so they can see the Atlantic Ocean, and then come back home. Be like, boom, we had a nice trip, we bonded, we done fell out, we done got tired of seeing people and people snoring. We get to really, so we develop a relationship with young people and allow the young people to develop relationships between each other on an adventure. And on top of that, they got to really see this country from a whole nother perspective, because most of us is caught in our neighborhoods. And when they really see how big this motherfucker is, it'd be like, wow. And how much empty land. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's empty land everywhere. Kwame say trains do cost a lot. Y'all don't know. Listen, go and look up buying a train ticket in advance. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, yo, for some of these, what we pay for some of these camps, we could put a kid on a train for about 2 weeks. Like shit. I mean, we still gotta cover food and all that shit, but I mean, I'm working it out. I want to do a coast to coast trip, and then the ultimate trip will be a coast to coast trip, and then stop off in New York at the New York airport, jump on a motherfucking plane, and go to Ghana. That's my ultimate trip right there. I see the country, then I go to another country.
That's dope. It can be done.
Hell yeah, that shit can be done. I know it could be done. I know it's probably being done.
Oh, yeah, right.
So, and then on top of that, I mean, like, between, if we're able to promote the mall, we do the newsletter, we do some type of soap opera and some other fundraiser stuff, like you said, get the t-shirt piece popping off, you know what I'm saying, get the gardening popping off, there's going to be income coming in. So then we're going to have to start deciding, because one of the issues that I want us to have, and I don't want us to fall out about money, but I want one of the issues to be that we got expendable income. I mean, I've never really been in an organization, my fault, I have, in an organization where the issue was we got expendable income. It's always been we struggling and striving for so long. You know what I'm saying? That we become comfortable with that shit. And what I want to be able to, we need to be able to hire some of our own. Literally. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and it's not that hard. It's hard, but it's not that hard. It can be done. It can be done.
That's why I say it's why it's important for the community to support these events, because people say what they want to see happen in the community, but they have to be a part of that change.
That's right.
And we do need one another. We need one another in this game. Period.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially.
If they don't, I need y'all to come out and support. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with
you
them
supporting us and supporting yourself.
right.
So
Especially
we got to get that message across.
Oh yeah, but it's been because think about this. I mean, how many failures have we had with the movie nights?
None.
So I mean, it's getting out. So I appreciate all those that have been supporting us. We got the Malcolm X Festival coming up. You know, we gonna try to do it big this year, and we're gonna depend on because think about all of the funds that we have raised in the last 2, maybe 3 years just for events, because people understand what we doing, and they want to support what we doing, except for those that just want to complain, because you always get those. I just ain't got nothing else to do, so I want to complain. We ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? And we just keep on pushing, and we keep on building. And like I said, one day we're going to walk into this place, and there's going to be 100 vendors waiting for us because we 5 minutes late or some shit like that. We want to get in and set up what we setting up. And then the elders going to be able to come to that place, because my vision is when it get warm, we could open up the doors, and the elders could do a walk all the way through, a fitness walk. You know how they be walking in the walls? They be able to walk all the way down and get healthy and walk out the door, walk around the building, come in another door, come back up, and they'll be able to do a whole mile, maybe 2 miles, just walking around and checking stuff. I want to pack that place with vendors, so that because we have all these people trying to get these brick and mortar stores. We got all these people trying to do big things, because we've been taught that the brick and mortar is the way to go. But if we're able to provide you a space where you could share your wares, why not support it at a reasonable, at a cost where you really don't lose nothing, because we got people coming that's going to be having top line detergents and all types of stuff that you're going to be able to buy. As long as they pay to play, they can. And I agree with Kwame. As long as they play, as long as they pay to play, they can't complain. Because oftentimes what start to happen, and one of the things I tell people to get away from, I'm not arguing with nobody who don't got no skin in the game. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when we was having that discussion about bringing Dr. Umar down here, and the brother was going off, and we like, yo, have you been to... I haven't heard about any of it. How the fuck you get on this timeline and you ain't heard about no events? I don't understand. Well, you just bringing a scammer. Wait, time the fuck out. Time out. You mean to tell me that you want me to respect your opinion? And I'm saying this to the world. You want somebody to respect your opinion, but you ain't putting in no work, no blood, no sweat? No tears, no moving no tables, no moving no chairs, no donations, but yet you want people to listen to your goddamn opinion?
It's like, I have found the people who are the most pessimistic, argumentative about shit are the people who usually don't even do anything within the community anyway, so their opinion doesn't even really matter, because you wouldn't have showed up. You ain't showed up this far, so you wouldn't have showed up at all.
You wouldn't have showed up anyway. And we be arguing with these people, and it don't make no sense. It's taking away from our momentum. It's kind of bringing people down. So this is why, social media for me is totally business. I got all these things for Gye-Nyame Journey so I could stream through, and so that we could do our thing when we're doing when we're doing our stuff. And eventually when we start doing our little private sessions, we'll be able to tape them and stream them directly on a platform that is isolated from out there. So you really got to be on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Because is ridiculous right now, right? Because everybody has an opinion and everybody believes, and this is that bullshit. Everybody believes that your opinion counts, except when it comes to your job, except when it comes to your child in school. But when it comes to shit we doing in the community, we got to hold everybody responsible. We got to count every penny. We got to count every dime. We got boom, boom, boom. And cool. Are you gonna help us count? No, brother. I got a foot appointment. You know what I'm saying? I got to get a pedicure. You know what I'm saying? Get your metrosexual ass away from me. I ain't got time for that shit because it takes away from what we doing. I mean, because like I said, I honestly believe that we only got these moments. We in the moment. So for me to invest my moments into going back and forth with you over 3 times, if I have to go back and forth with you over 3 times, right there I'm already losing. So I stop.
No, mine is 4. My take is 4. Then I get mad when I go over to 4. When I realize that, I'm like, okay, it's time for me to stop. Because I went over my 4 comments back and forth a lot of myself.
Right. And what we have to realize is a lot of times that these individuals are bitter people who have not found personal success or satisfaction with their lives. So they look for things, like I said, they activated their reticular formation to find fuckery. I could find something where I could communicate. This is the only way I know how to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Because because like for example, with the whole discussion with Umar, the piece is not to bring Umar down about the school, but to bring Umar down for the information that he dropped, because you could hate on him about the school, but the information that the brother gives, that's some code. He cold with that shit. And I'm a speaker, and I look at that shit. He cold with that shit, right? And then on top of that, for motherfuckers who don't really even understand what it takes to run a school, to be critical of this man. And even though he opened a building, he's still scamming. But the whole piece is this. People say he's scamming, but nobody is putting enough money for him to actually run this motherfucker. Do we understand? Because if I'm correct, brother was talking about running a boarding school. Am I hearing wrong? You still there, Navita?
Oh, my bad. I had to mute my background. I forgot to unmute it. So what do you say? I mean, so you said, are you wrong about what?
No, am I wrong about, because if I'm correct, Brother Umar is trying to open not a charter school, but a boarding school.
Yes, a boarding school. Uh-huh.
Now, people are pressuring him about $750,000, $1 million to open a fucking boarding school. I mean,
you see, LeBron opened a regular school, and that was millions of dollars.
That was millions of dollars, and on top of that, he did that in partnership with probably Summit County as well as the city of Akron. He didn't open that shit by himself. His name is on there. Yes, he has some money involved in that, but he opened that in partnership with the city, because the city is basically paying for that school. He's throwing in the extras. Let's be clear on that. Not taking nothing away from what he did, because I love the idea, except, it's not black first. It's color. It's for color, people of color. So I have a problem with that shit. But we expect Umar to open up a boarding school, an independent boarding school with $750,000. Now let me tell you this. Just having a regular school, a day school, right, with a certain amount of students requires at least, what we got is like $2 million a year, at least. So now we're talking about a boarding school. And then on top of that, is anybody asking, even when he opened a boarding school, where's the money going to come for the tuition for the individuals to go? Boarding school means that they are going to be in there day and night, which means you got to provide 3 meals a day. You got to have constant heat and constant cooling. You got to have You got to have lights on all the goddamn time because the kids are there. Where's the money coming from? So everybody pressuring this brother talking about, oh, he's scamming, blah, blah, blah. No, we're scamming him. We're pushing him into a situation where he has to try to prove something to a bunch of people that don't know what the fuck they talking about. Where the school at? Nigga, where the money at? You can't open no school on no $750,000. He couldn't even do a day school like that.
Exactly. How are you gonna pay teachers? Somebody's like, somebody put it down. I don't even think, where's the staff at? Like, don't you know? I think black people just don't understand economics sometimes. You know how much that costs to have a staff now?
To have a staff, because, you know, it's a year-round thing. You're going to have to pay tuition. Not only and what's crazy is he not only needs a staff, he needs an overnight staff. Who in the kitchen?
Oh, that's me and my jewelry.
So, you know, I mean, that's what we dealing with. That's what we dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, so we're talking about bringing the brother here because of the information. Period. You know what I'm saying? And we're still in discussion about it, but, you know, some people, they take it, you know, they get involved, or at least they feel involved by just making comments. And you don't do movements like that. You can't we can't build movements just on your comments. If me and you was just talking over internet, there's no way that we would be able to do the mall. And if me and Miss Tracy was just talking, there's no way we could be doing a warrior training. And if me and Deshaun was just talking over the line, there's no way that we would actually be able to get any work done. And some people get work done, feel they're getting stuff done vicariously just by texting, just by sitting down typing. When in fact, many of them, like I said, this is why with Gye-Nyame, I'm always talking about initiation. This is why I'm saying, look, you owe the if you're going to be in an organization, you owe the organization something. Whether it's a book, whether it's dues, you have to put some skin in the game. Don't come talking to me about Gye-Nyame if your ass ain't putting no skin in the game. Period. We can't even have a conversation.
Right. Okay, I had to come down here and turn you. I had to put you on mute again because I had my TV on and you was blasting in the background.
Oh, I'm on TV. What's up, world? All right, but
okay.
Shit, I ain't gonna hold everybody up because it looked like it's just me and you this morning. You got to get ready for work, and I want you focused on the road. So, family, I am going to close this out. Did you hear? Did you get an opportunity to hear the Black Agenda from the ADOS site?
No, I haven't. From the ADOS website?
Yes.
Because you know what, the first place I heard that was, which he may have got it from Tone Talks, was through Tariq. But
now, Tariq,
I have not went to a actual website and heard it, but I will today when I get to work, because I always look for stuff to listen to while I'm at work.
Check out ADOS 101. I read it early on the show, so that you could, if you want to, you go back to the beginning of the show and you can go back through it. But go to ADOS 101. I'm not necessarily feeling the tangibles 2020 yet. The site, because I really don't understand the root. This one I'm kind of more comfortable with telling people about because I understand the roots of it. Because like I said, I've been listening to her for about two years now, and it's like, you don't have to agree. I don't have to agree with everything that she's saying, but the parts that I do agree with, actually, let me put it this way: the work that they put in and this agenda is something that I actually believe is doable. You know, be about three.
Do you know who came up with the Black Agenda on this?
On this one, it's Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks and some of the economists that they've been working with.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, but actually the front people are Yvette Carnell and Tone Talks. So we're going to, you know, like I said, and they also are having an ADOS conference in October, I believe. So I'm gonna next time I get paid, I'm gonna purchase some tickets, and you know, because some of us might need to go because Louisville is only 3.5 hours away. So I'm thinking about going.
Oh, so it's in Louisville. Yeah, I'll go. Give me this. I'll go to it.
Shit, so let's go. And you know, take some of our young people and get up and shit, spend the 2 days in Louisville. But yo, this is Brother Hatil. And I want to thank you for joining the journey. You have joined the Congregation of the Mighty. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This has been another Daily Toast, and this is a Heart of a Simple production. We strive to blow up all your paradigms, old paradigms. Yeah.